This video is for the men, okay? I need y'all to listen. I need y'all to hear me clearly because I'm so sad and tired of seeing this. You cannot give a woman or your significant other, you cannot earn their love by buying them things. You cannot earn their love by buying them Louis Vuittons or Christian Dior's or any material thing. You cannot earn someone's love by having a bunch of money. That's not how love works. That's like putting a band-aid on a boo-boo and being like, that'll hold it forever. That's not how that works. If someone is not with you because of who you are at the core of your being and of your essence, then they don't love you for you. They love you for what you're doing for them. They love you for how you improve their life. But that doesn't mean that they love you for you. That means that their love is contingent upon you doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A lot of y'all, respectfully, don't realize when you have somebody that just loves you for what you do for them and somebody who loves you for who you are. And a lot of y'all think that because you get happy seeing the smile on that person's face after doing something for them, you think they love you. They love what you did for them. That means that as long as somebody is doing it, the smile's gonna be there. You get what I'm saying here? So when you're trying to make a life work, especially when you're trying to make a life work with a woman, and you're saying, I want her to be in charge of building credit, I want her to be in charge of finding a house, decorating, you need to realize the partner that you have. Some of y'all be expecting your partners to do things that's not even in their description. Some of y'all be wanting a wife that will wake you up in bed with breakfast, but she doesn't cook. Some of y'all need to reevaluate who you have as a partner and the things that you want and see if they actually align. Just because you have spent a lot of time with somebody does not mean you know them. And a lot of men feel like, well, I've invested 16 years, I've invested 10 years, I've invested 3 years. That doesn't mean you know that person. That doesn't mean that person loves you. That means that you just have a dynamic that works and that's comfortable. But that doesn't mean that it's a partnership where you don't have to walk on eggshells, where you can express yourself, where your needs matter, where the things in your heart, they matter. A lot of y'all have never had that, so you don't know what it looks like. But if you cannot speak your truth with your partner, there's a problem. If you cannot speak unapologetically, freely, if you do not have freedom and liberation in your relationship, that's a problem. And so many men are used to just being silent and taking so much and not saying anything because they don't want to hurt our feelings. You need to speak up because that's what's messing up your relationship. And then if you're not heard, then just take it as this person does not want to hear you. A lot of y'all are okay because we're women and we're smaller, especially when we do certain things, you're like, oh, well, it's just if you wouldn't tolerate this behavior from your sister, from your close friend, if you do have friends that are women, why would you tolerate it from your significant other? What makes your significant other so different? That person should have higher standards because you're building a life with this person. This person's supposed to love you. You're supposed to share your heart with this person on a level that's more deep and more vulnerable and more intimate than you will with anybody else. Why do they get to treat you poorly? Like, I love y'all. And I know that a lot of y'all be wanting to build this life and give a woman especially all these things. But a lot of women need to earn to know the value. If you're with a woman who doesn't know the value of hard work and you keep busting your ass to give her a life that she doesn't know the value of, she cannot appreciate it. And you can't see that your frustration stems from a disconnect because she doesn't even care how much work that you've put in. If you're with somebody who is unappreciative, that means that they don't appreciate you. And it's more times than not is because they can't see themselves just like you can't see yourself. Because if you could see yourself, you would see your value and you would see your worth and you would see that you deserve more. So I've had so many men that I've seen just like give their power over to the woman in the relationship and not walk away until she decides. But you are giving her all of that power. And respectfully, us women need a man that is in his power. Us women need to know that you're going to stand on 10 toes about yourself and that we can't get away with running amok. Because that's when we lose respect for y'all. So the best way to keep a good woman is by having respect for yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be toyed around with, because that's just how it goes. People respect people who respect themselves. And I love y'all.